If I have always told people what I was gonna do in life before I did it, then why would people think that I don't know what I'm doing with my life if I've always knew what I was doing before I did it? And I got people who can testify to that I actually tell you what I'm gonna do and then I do it. See, now, if you do that, people gonna either be used to you doing what you say you gonna do or be jealous of you because they making it seem like you, I don't know. See, I'm saying if I'm trying to show you success, right? And then so I can then make you successful, then I'm gonna tell you how I'm doing it so you can do it. So if you get jealous of what I'm telling you, then wouldn't it be your fault, excuse me, why you in the situation you in? Now you looking at me saying, man, you were trying to make me like you. And I'm saying, exactly. You're right. I tried to make you like me. But see, because you like you, I look like I failed. But if you would have been doing what I told you to do, you would see how much of success I am. See, that's what I'm saying about a slave man. See, even when they not slaves, they act like slaves. See, they act in disbelief. So if a person don't believe something, right, then they living in disbelief. See, now disbelief is defined as the act of disbelieving, mental rejection of something as untrue. See, now, when you reject the truth as if it's untrue, see, you live in your truth. See what I'm saying? Now I'm forced into having to live your truth. See, before I was living my truth got me to Lake Mary, right? The people around me was living their truth, and it's got them wherever they at. See, but what they thought was I lost, but they couldn't see how I took off. See, I'm saying if you catch a fish, right, then you invested the bait, right? If you didn't want to catch the fish, then why did you buy the bait, right? Now, I was not fishing for success because my wife and I was living the success that we was making. See, I did not save money. See, I spent money to gain success. So, right, say I was taught that you have to spend money to make money. But my wife was taught to save money you make, right? But now I was torn in that understanding because I'm saying, well, I'm trying to put something in my memory bank, right? And my wife is taught to save money, right? But see, okay, memory bank. A computer or a component in which information is stored to be retrieved as needed, often plural, right? So that's a memory. So now they saying in this case it's a computer, but my mind is my storage space, right? So when I was a kid, we didn't have the money. I couldn't go on field trips and things that my daughter and son went on. But then I don't know if my son was able to go on it because he got caught up I got caught up. See, but my daughter See, she was able to go all the way to 18 with us being successful. So she was able to go on all of the trips, and she was, because see, I was living through her because I wasn't able to go on field trips, right? So I had no memories to even talk to her about field trips. I didn't go. So then I would ask her, like, what did you do on the field trip? I don't know. And then I got mad with her, but I didn't tell her why. Now I'm telling her why, like, hey man, I didn't get a chance to go. I was trying to go through you, but you going on the field trip, you ain't even at the field. You just there driving around with your friends. See, but I'm saying what your daddy needed to know, I didn't go. But see, is that right though? Am I wrong? But I'm saying, man, but I'm sacrificing so you could go, and you acting like, but then she was right because she was able to go. She knew she was gonna go. See, I go home and I knew I wasn't gonna go. I ain't hey man, our rent was $15.50, man, and I took 50 cents and we almost was evicted. So how could I go on a $15 trip to I think it was $17 to Walt Disney World, and our rent was $15.50. We were struggling to make that. See, a kid don't know. See, I didn't know until I did something wrong. So that's what I'm telling kids, like, hey man, it's hard for a parent. But then now y'all parents on drugs, man, so it's hard for a kid. See, man, y'all got to understand that what y'all doing is affecting the future. See, not the future, your future. Look at your kids, man. If you don't get it together, then who gonna help them? And if you don't get it together, who gonna help you when you get too old? And see, that's when y'all want to go to the church. And see, but what about all that hell you done? See, like, when you gonna undo what you did? See, now you run off into the church now. See, fake. See, undo the real stuff you did. Don't go there now and ask for forgiveness. Go ask your child for forgiveness. And go do better by your child. Because when you was addicted, your child was catching hell, man. See? So don't love Jesus, love your child, love your DNA, man, the one that you've been messed up on when you went to prison and that child had to grow up by itself and you was in prison. See, you talking about what you did, but how you did it, man. The way you did it is what got you caught up in prison. And your child had to do that time too. That's what I used to tell my daddy. I'm saying, man, I had to do the time too. I had to grow up fast, man. I was out here by myself. And then you want to come back and now, man, I'm 5 years older than I was when you left, man. You can't just come back here and don't understand what's going on, man. I had to raise myself while you were doing that time. So don't come here and act like I don't know what time it is, man. You don't know what time it is. You've been locked up. I've been out here trying not to get locked up. See what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, when you look at this thing, man, you got to understand life real. And see, all that going to church and asking for forgiveness, but ask for forgiveness from the people you hurt. You ain't hurt Jesus, because Jesus died for your sins. You hurt your child that you should have been Jesus too. You should have died for their sins. And I'm not talking about die physically. I'm saying die in that sickness. Kill that sickness, man, and come back a better person. And then don't ask for your kid forgiveness. Show them that you forgiven. See, your actions speak louder than words. That's why I'm trying to give y'all the ability to build you a house, the ability to take care of your family. See, but you want money, and I'm saying money ain't gonna give you nothing, my man, but false security. See, because when the money is taken away, the man need to appear. See what I'm saying? See, when they took my money away, I'm still here. See, I'm saying that money didn't make me. You made me. See, because you made me now have to learn the law. I mean, well, I knew the law. You made me have to learn the procedures. See, then you made me have to go in court and face you. And now you have to face me. See, but I made it through that needle's eye without touching the side. But when I went through the eye of the needle, I also threaded it. So see, I went through the needle's eye and it was empty of the law. It was void, but it was formed, right? So now it's no longer void. See, because now when it was void, I threaded it. So now it's full. It's full of the Florida Constitution. It's full of the United States Constitution. It's full of the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran. And so now, this is what I'm using is, 53, chapter 53, verses 1 through, let me see, 1 through 26 in the Shaheed International Version of the Holy Quran to second my testimony. So I'm going to get the Prophet Muhammad out of the Shaheed International Version of the Holy Quran to testify against you in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world. Because I gotta go get your father so you don't kill my children's father who tried to love you like your father. See, so I'm saying it's costing me loving you. So I'm going to get your father for whom you love in hopes that you will let me go back to what I love. See, because now I no longer love you because I don't want to pay the cost of loving you. See, the cost of loving you is death, and I don't want to pay the price because Jesus paid the price, and you haven't learned yet. Dr. Martin Luther King paid the price. Minister Malcolm X paid the price. Mr. Huey P. Newton paid the price. Mr. Fred Hampton paid the price. See, everybody paid the price but you. And you keep squandering the price that was paid. See, you're not like the Israelites. See, you keep wasting the blood of the lamb. See, you make the lamb a human being. Dr. Martin Luther King, Minister Malcolm X. See, Mr. Huey P. Newton, Mr. Medgar Evers, Mr. Fred Hampton. See, anytime a man's image come to a black American, they allow them to be killed or kill them themselves. So that's why the black race has no male image. It has a spiritual leader that's leading you into judgment because they led Jesus into the judgment hall. So why would they lead you away from it? See, that's why they have prison ministries. See, they would go into prison and then be priests to Jesus. See what I'm saying? But now, according to the scriptures, they the one plotted on him and took him to court. So the church would be the reason why I would be in jail. The Macedonian Missionary Baptist Church gave me 40 days in Seminole County Jail. So then they tried to come and prison ministry me. I wouldn't even go. I knew it was them. I wouldn't even go. I laid in the bed. See, so now I'm reading chapter 53, verses 1 through 26. As I said before, 1 through 26. And so it says, by the star, when it descends, your companion, i.e. Muhammad, has not strayed nor erred, nor does he speak from his own inclinations. It is not but a revelation revealed, taught to him by one intense in strength, i.e. Gabriel, one of soundness, i.e. strength of body and of mind. And he rose to his true form. Gabriel appeared to Muhammad at the outset of his prophethood in the angelic form in which Allah originally created him. While he was in the higher part of the horizon, i.e., in the sky above the eastern horizon, then he approached and descended, and was at a distance of 2 bow lengths or nearer. And he revealed to the servant of Allah, Prophet Muhammad, what he revealed, i.e., conveyed. The heart, i.e., mind or perception of the prophet, did not lie about what it saw. So will you dispute with him over what he saw? And he certainly saw him in another descent, i.e., on another occasion. During his ascent into the heavens, the prophet also saw Gabriel in his true form at the locked tree of the utmost boundary. Near it, the garden of refuge, i.e., paradise. When there covered the locked tree that which covered it, then and there he saw Gabriel in an angelic form. The sight of the prophet did not swaver, nor did it transgress its limits. He certainly saw of the greatest signs of his Lord. So have ye considered Al-Lat and Al-Luzi. So it's AL-LAT and AL-UZZA. Man, how you put, come on, man, that's ridiculous. But I mean, not ridiculous on their name, but I'm saying, I'm not going, that's what I'm telling you. If your name like that, what's up, bro? That's all I'm going to tell you. So yeah, I ain't even going to try to, so I'm just letting y'all know, if you ain't got a regular name, I'm going to be, what's up, bro? What's up, sis? So I'm not, so please don't get this, all that. I'm telling you, I'm bad with names, and I'm 54 years old. I don't think I'm gonna change. So, so hey. And Manat, M-A-N-A-T, the third, the other one. And then it says, the 3 names given in this and the previous verse are those of well-known goddesses which were worshipped by the pagan Arabs before the spread of Islam. So those were the gods before Islam. See what I'm saying? So this is what wait, let me finish this. Is the male for you and for him the female? That is then is an unjust division according to their own standards. There are not but mere names, you have named them, you and your forefathers, for what Allah has sent down no authority. They follow not except assumption and what their souls desire, and there has already come to them from their Lord guidance. Or is there for man whatever he wishes? Rather to Allah belongs the hereafter and the first life. And how many angels there are in the heavens which intercession will not avail at all except only after Allah has permitted it to whom he wills and approves in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida ever since February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. See, if I went through my life and through every reason that I would have had to end up in prison in my life, and I defeated every reason by making the necessary adjustments in my life, and those adjustments allowed me to then become King Tommy Chancey Cowser Sr. of Folk Houses Incorporated inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. How can I hide that legal fact? See, and I was commanded through oath and vow. See, I made a vow to my wife, right? So a vow, a solemn promise or assertion. So on September 10th in 1988, I gave my wife a vow to love her in sickness and in health, and till death do us part. And when the devil came into my house, I allowed her to be afraid. See, I didn't get mad with her. I got mad with who made her sick. See, but I kept my vow. See, I protected her. I protected her rights. I protected her rights to be afraid. I protected her rights to do whatever she needed to do to save herself, because I love her, right? Now, to me, I would have been wrong, right, to stop her from saving herself. See, because, hey, we all live in this world separately, but together. So if this situation, if that's how she handled a situation, then I have to love her enough to teach her that that's not the way I handle a situation. See, so when do I teach my wife like I allowed my wife to teach me? See, my wife taught me about credit. See, I ain't know nothing about credit. See what I'm saying? Because my family, we pretty much pay cash for everything. See what I'm saying? So I knew about buying houses. You see what I'm saying? I knew about mortgages, but that ain't credit. You see what I'm saying? You can have bad credit and get a mortgage. See, but the better your credit, the better your mortgage rate. See, that's credit. See what I'm saying? So in my ignorance, I'd have bought the house, but I'd have had to put so much money down that I'd have got caught because I wouldn't have been able to explain how I got the money. See what I'm saying? So what my wife did was show me how to explain how I got the money. You see what I'm saying? But when I went to the military, then I knew that I had the GI Bill. See, so the VA loan, excuse me. So I knew then that all I had to do was put my paperwork in and get my house. See what I'm saying? So my Aunt Felder, who was in the military, see, that's what she was teaching me. See what I'm saying? But the interest and all that, see, my wife taught me that. See what I'm saying? But she would like save money. And I'm saying, well, how am I gonna ever have memories if I sit here and save all this money, and then when I want to do something? So when do I buy my car? Like, when do I buy this gold watch I want? When I buy this ring I want? See, that's what I was talking about. See what I'm saying? So now, I was still buying all the stuff I wanted, but by me doing that, I saw what she was talking about, because once I got to the end of my money, then I had to pay down before I got something else. See what I'm saying? So then I had to learn how to manipulate my wealth. See, like, what people do is they manipulate the system, right? Like, they'll get credit cards in somebody else's name. See, that's manipulating the system. But what I did was I learned how to manage my credit card debt. See, and then I learned that if I manage that debt effectively, I'll just look up and I'd have made $5,000. See, because when you pay it on time, then they look at what you buying and then they increase your credit line. So see, I started out like $3,000, but then I had over $80,000 worth of credit cards. See what I'm saying? Now, in my youth, I would have took that credit and bought a ring. See, then I had to buy the ring. I had to work for what I bought my credit with. See, but what I had learned through this white guy who gave me, I worked for Cablevision, he gave me a tip when I did his cable. He was like, well, I'm not gonna give you no money. He said, I'm gonna give you a tip. And I'm like, I'm listening. I'm like, all right. So he said, well, when you buy your house, I was like, hey, I already own my house. And boy, he was shocked because I was 22. And he like, you already own your house? I said, yeah. He say, I tell you what, when you sell your house, he say you buy the cheapest house in the best neighborhood. And that's all he told me. So when I sold my house, I started looking for the cheapest house in the best neighborhood. And it took me, that search took me 2 years, and we were paying off all of that bad debt in over those 2 years. Then it took me to that house in Lake Mary that they stole. But we was living across the street, and I walked away from $2,725, right? I just gave it to them because I didn't want to live in that house anyway. So I went across the street, gave them $1,000, and bought the house that the state of Florida stole. See what I'm saying? So see, my life, every step, I can then tell you how I made it. So now, why would I tell you about the good stuff and not the mistakes? See, don't ever let nobody teach you nothing but good. Get away from that. Something wrong with it. See, because that's why I'm telling y'all I had to go from imperfection to perfection perfectly. See, I had to perfect my way of life. See what I'm saying? And by the time I had fine-tuned it to perfection, then Satan came. See, that's why I tell y'all, I say, do you defeat the devil? Oh no, I say, when do you defeat the devil, right? That's the question I ask people. And they don't seem to know. But I'm telling them, the way I did it is I defeated the devil the day before I saw him. See, because I never look for bad. See, in nothing. Because I'm gonna deal with the bad, but if I don't know the good, you understand? Then I know only bad. See what I'm saying? So I guess in the Bible, right, when it talks about Genesis 3, and it talks about knowing both good and evil, right? This is what I'm saying. See, I never was like that. I never wanted to know bad because I felt like I could deal with the bad. You see what I'm saying? But it's the good that I'm worried about. Because I got to find goodness so I'll be prepared, right? See, so you have to deal with the bad to extract the good. Because how can you extract, extract means take out, right? So if I'm dealing with wrong, right, then the law is going to tell me, the written word is going to tell me how to extract the good out of the situation, because the situation is there. Now, if I don't do what my mama taught me, right, is to disassociate myself from something that I have nothing to do with. Now, yeah, they trying to provoke me, so I have something to do with the provoking of me, but now I'm on a tail. See, I'm saying before, I would and then go handle it. But see, now I know everybody watching me. So why would I do something and everybody watching me? So I'm going to explain what everybody watching. Now, they scared of me. See, because I'm telling what they doing. And now they common criminals. So now listen, it's like this in Genesis 3. So this is what we are. We in Genesis 3, but the difference is the devil was talking to me. And then he started talking to my Eve, which is my wife, right? And they say, now this is Genesis 3 to prove my point. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he saw that, said unto the woman, see, now he was saying it unto me in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida. And now I'm telling my woman about the conversation. See, just like Moses, who wrote Genesis, is telling you about the conversation that the serpent had with, this might have been Moses later. See, you don't know, see, because they write parables. But see, I'm telling you, I'm having this conversation with my wife, but me and the devil, or me and this serpent, I was doing what Adam should have done, and that's why I led that serpent that entered into my wife's mental garden, right? In that moment of fear, I led him out of our house, and I led him into the midst of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida. And on August 12, 2008, at 10:40 in the morning, I ripped the cover off him. And now, there you go. You see, he naked. There you go. He ain't got no law. He don't have nothing. So now, what happened if Adam would have fulfilled the covenant? What would be the story then?